Okay, I got the mechanical brake all mounted up. I haven't adjusted it yet. I just wanted to get it bolted in there and make sure everything was happy. Looks like I got plenty of adjustment available on it. Everything's great. Which leads me to this side. I got two problems with this. Problem one is I can't get the pistons to move in at all. Neither one of them want to move even the slightest little bit. And problem two is, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's brake fluid that's leaking. So with me trying to push it in, I'm assuming that that must have upset the seal inside of there, and it's leaking brake fluid. And that's never ever a good thing. So I'm gonna put a pause on this for a minute and do a little research and figure out whether I should just rebuild this caliper or just buy a whole nother one. Kind of a bummer. I guess I should have figured all this out before I ordered all the parts. That'd have made more sense, because then I could order the caliper with a pad already loaded up in it and ready to go. My bad. Guess I should have did that. I just assumed that, you know, it was going to be okay. And, well, assuming makes, well, I guess, yeah. So anyhow, I will do a little bit of research and get back with you guys and let you know what I've come up with. So after giving it some thought, we took a look at it tonight and got it figured out. The caliper piston was just stuck, so we got her opened up, or got it pushed in anyhow. Both of them got the pads put in. Unfortunately, I forgot to record it. Shame on me. And I'll do a better job of not doing that in the future. Anyhow, so what we're doing right now, since we got the brakes all fixed, I got the tire fixed at work, is we're going to mount my Vision X light bar to the front of it so we can have some lights so we can cruise around during the night. I have had the light bar for my truck, but we'll use it on the quad. It'll be really useful. So anyhow, just give you some insight on that. So anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to mount that light bar in front of the Arctic. We're just cleaning up the attachments that came on it there in the wrong spot, so we're just cut them off and going to re-weld them back on and get this job done, mounted up. I forget how long this light bar is. I've had it so long I couldn't even remember how long it is, but we just tested it. It works. I have the relay and the wiring harness and everything, so yeah, we should have this thing up and running here shortly. So we got them all burned on there. Whoops. Aim the camera, Mike. There you go. Yeah, see? Got them all burned in there real nice. That ain't going nowhere. Hell yeah. Gotta love the Snap-on 250 amp welder, man. That thing's been tried and true. While it's still warm, we're gonna redneck powder coat it with some Krylon.
Rust-Oleum, not like that.
Oh, sorry. It's not a Krylon. It's not a Krylon rebuild. It's a Rust-Oleum rebuild.
Fucking seriously, Gina? What the fuck, man?
Looks nice, huh?
Not quite. It fucking can just quit fucking working.
Yeah, that's alright.
Fucking slave cunt.
Not too bad. Been relocated. I already took the plastics off and already ran the power wire back here. It's
Ooh, what?
so I ran the power wire right here. Here's the battery we've got running in the back. So when we get everything all set up, I'll obviously hook the power up after we get everything all set up. But we're getting pretty close. Just anti-rustifying it, and we'll rock and roll. All right, so it's the next day. We got everything done on the light bar last night, except for the mounts. We got everything wired up, tested the light, everything works. Unfortunately, the mounts, we tried to use the stock ones, and we measured everything except for the gap between the front of the bar and where the mount is, and it was too short. So right now what we're doing is we're going to take the front bar off and stick it on the welding bench and fabricate some that are a little bit longer, so that way it will fit in there like it's supposed to. So anyhow, this is update, and I'm letting my camera charge up right now, so unfortunately I'm not going to do any time lapse, but anyhow, we just got it off of there and fabbing it up right now. Once we get it all glued together and everything, hopefully the camera's charged up enough, and then we can do a live video. All right, I got the camera charged up finally. So he's just putting the finishing touches on the paint job. So anyhow,
You can't even tell I put new brackets on now.
you can't even tell that there's new brackets.
These
on.
ones here.
And those are the new brackets there.
So there's the old one. Obviously, they were way too short.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to be all good and just take these off from here and move them in so that they would be narrow enough to mount the light bar on.
Yep.
But no, they're too short. They're too short this way, so
Yep.
the light bar would have hit the back of this and it wouldn't let you get it into the hole. So.
Yep. So off they went. Skinny wheel and a welder and a little bit of just took a piece of a square tube and just notched it out.
That
was one of mine,
was some
huh?
other scrap.
That was my other
There's-
project.
There's what I cut it out
Yeah.
of.
So basically, that's how I made the brackets. That looks very similar to what I was doing.
I'm just a little more OCD. Can't help myself.
Yep. So now he's just anti-rustifying it, putting some paint on there. I'll let her dry, bolt it back on, bolt the bar on, and then give her a test drive.
85 degrees, it should dry pretty quick.
85 degrees. It should dry pretty quickly. So anyhow, we're gonna get her bolted on here in probably about a half hour after the paint dries, and
I'm a liar. It's 86 degrees.
no, it's 86 degrees. Cool. Looks pretty badass. All right, we got it all done. Got it mounted in there. The paint finally dried, and got it all tested out. Looks great. It's still a little tacky, so I'm not going to touch it, but we did have to cut the top of the plastic off here a little bit because it wouldn't allow the light bar to adjust properly. But it looked really fantastic. And here, I'll give you a closer look up to it. So there it is, all securely mounted and operates off the switch. We ran everything, fuses to the fused wire to the battery, the relay, the whole 9 yards. It's all there and all works like it's supposed to. What do you think, Giuseppe? What do you think, puppy? Huh? What do you think? So anyhow, it turned out pretty nice. It did, however, we got a little bit of green paint, or green from the paint wasn't completely dry when we cut the top of the plastic, and so that's why you can see that green hue to it. Not terribly concerned about it. After we go through a couple of mud puddles and mud bogs and all that, it won't even be able to even know it's there. Anyhow, looks great. once the sun goes down, I will we'll pull it out and I'll turn it on and you can see what it looks like when it's at night. So that's a wrap on the light bar project for the Arctic Cat. We're really happy with how it turned out. It really clean installation. We used the relay and the fuse for the battery, positive, all that. It's all legit. So that way when we're out in the woods, last thing we want to do is have a problem, because without that, we ain't seeing anything. So we try to do our best to protect the light as best possible, and that's why we decided to hang it behind the bars instead of putting it up on top. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed watching the video today, and if this is your first time watching, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and hit the little post notification bell there, so the next time I release a video, you make sure that you don't miss them, because we've got lots of stuff coming down the line. I can think about 6 projects I've got already going in my head that we're going to go ahead and take care of. And so anyhow, I want to make sure that you don't miss any of them, because they're going to be really cool and really fun, and I really look forward to sharing them with you. If you have any comments or suggestions or anything like that, make sure to leave them, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And anyhow, have a great day, and I really appreciate you watching.